What's up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the Nerd Castle for the next episode of me shooting this guy with an army helmet. Hold on. Apparently we're gunslinging right at the outset of this episode. My name is Splattercat. Welcome on in. That is a hell of a mustache right there. I don't know who theorized that one. Was like, you know, what if I just save this a little bit? Somebody had to go out on a limb for that mustache right there. They had to go against social norms. That's all I'm gonna say about it. I don't see any of those murderous things up on the ceiling that tend to get me. So anyways, welcome back to Wasted. Good to see you. It should be a pretty fun episode here today. I'm pretty sure we're going to be playing catch-up for an episode or two because we died in the last episode. We found that the chick at point-blank range was one of the more horrifying things that we've been up against. The bees may not be the best target to go after. We could put a suppressor. Ooh. Yeah, put the suppressor on my silent... Oh, it's a silence vault clearer now. It's a silence vault clearer now. Oh, yeah, buddy. Yeah, we had found that the bees might not be the faction that maybe we want to mess with when it comes to trying to survive long term. Like, I think I might just ignore them and pretend like it didn't happen. I hate that dodging thing they do. It takes forever to resolve. That's really the only reason why I dislike it. It's not that it actually makes them harder to aim at. It's just that they do it so much. It's like, can we just, let's get this over with. I'm going to kill you either way. You're going to die here. 100%, no way around it. Deus Ex Machina, you're gonna die here. You just got phaserized. How do you feel about that? Probably pretty bad, right? I feel pretty bad about getting phaserized. It's not what I focus on when I try to get it. We got a bucking Bronco in there. I don't really want the bucking Bronco, although we've got a couple seconds left until our junk food quota comes back up. And we definitely need to eat some junk food, otherwise this is going to be a real short trip for our newest character. We got guns everywhere. Lots of free ammo, though, which is good. I like ammunition. Now, apparently this vault, if you've been following the series, last couple episodes, this vault has had a lot of troubles deciding who's going to run the damn place. And that's where we're at. They've just had like a year-long impasse on voting. Like everybody just votes for themselves and refuses to second anybody else. I'm like, yeah, that does seem like... Ugh, every time. Where was that one even at? God, tripping hazards everywhere. Well... I think we're mostly solid here. Why do they need so many radios and why are they all... I wonder if there's a reason for all this junk around here. Like, if some point you're going to get, like, a junk jet or something along those lines that will allow you to... Oh, there's a full bucker. I mean, you can shoot people in the dick. I suppose it's better than carrying around... Oop. I suppose it's better than carrying around nothing. Especially since our silence vault clearer is not really doing it right now. Then again, I'm not totally using it to like the best of its capabilities either. Like, I'm not really sneaking or anything like that. I suppose that I could if I really wanted to be that sort of nasty knave who doesn't fight fair. But running up and shooting things in the head violently while screaming loudly and waving my arms all over the place seems pretty fun to me. I shot that one off the shelf. Head splitter, Reaper's Run Rum. Death has a funny way. Killing of enemy gives you a boost of speed. Drink Guzzle Gut. It negates the speed penalty of food coma and gives you hit plus 3. While affected by one. That seems pretty good. And that one was Inspector Tequila Sunrise. 100 more rounds of pistol ammunition per stack. That also seems pretty good too. So it's down to that or Guzzle Gut. I'm going to go with Guzzle Gut though because that seems more universally useful. So we'll throw that on down into our mouths and black out into a lovely euphoric booze haze. Hooray, the booze haze. At the same time, we should probably go back to the Oni Express terminal would be my next inclination. Let me put that back inside of there. Store that. We've also got revolver ammo that we're not going to be using. We got rifle ammo that we're not going to be using. Junk food that we're more than likely not going to be using. I need my scrap metal back so that I can make myself another pal. The Compandroid really seems kind of shitty. I think we made the wrong call. I'm not trying to be negative right now, but it seems like I may have picked the wrong thing. It died like instantly the last time we went in there. Like, it seems like it dies really, really easy to like the first booby trap that you come across. It's something that needs rectifying. You gotta make the pathfinding a little bit better so that it'll duck or it'll jump over traps if it tries. I don't know how much like intelligence that would take. Like, I don't know how much they would have to program into the character is what I mean right there. What have you got going on, girly? You got anything for me? Metastims. Yes, I will take Metastims. Thank you. We've got a Disjoy. We've got a Fanny Pack. I don't think I want to listen to the radio. Got enough TP for the Fanny Pack. We've got that right there. The Buckshot. Everything else seems okay to me. That'll have to work for right now. Our allocation of equipment has really been terrible the last little bit. Let's go check the Lost and Found and see if anything came through. I would even pay a fee for it, in all honesty, to get, like, at least my purple stuff back. The other stuff is all, like, replaceable. The purple stuff, though, kind of bummed out about it. Not really happy. Ah, so that's how it works right there. That's how I was hoping it would work, is that you would be able to go back to the Lost and Found and get your stuff back. Like I said, I wouldn't even care about, like... I wouldn't even care about paying a fee to get it back, you know? So now we've got that back. We've got the Vault Clear, which will be 1. We've got the Ocelot, which will be... I'll probably put that away, actually. I'll probably keep the Ocelot for later. And we'll keep everything else equipped just in case shit gets real. Let's go back to the house. We're going to make a little round trip very, very quickly. And in so doing, they call it a round trip because you go in a circle. Although most of the time it's kind of like the shape of a rubber band stretched between your thumbs. But still... It's like an oblong circle. It's like an oblong circle. An oval, if you will, if you studied your geometry. I almost said geography right there just to, like, see who was paying attention, but then I figured it wasn't worth all the comments about me being stupid. Like, I guarantee you there would have been a lot of them. They're like, oh my god, Splattercat is so dumb. I am incapable of, like, realizing that he made a joke and therefore he is the dumb one. Every time, man. Every time. I say something like intentionally just to see who's paying attention. Every time. Just blows back on me, so now I just don't do it anymore. I'm like, I'm not going to do that today. Let's go to CA3 and see what's going on in here. I mean, I'm kind of... Why are there icicles and shit all over the place? Huh. It's a literal cooler. It's the first one we've been through so far that's a literal cooler. It's actually cold. I got Kingdom Come Deliverance this week. I got into the beta, and I've been playing that a little bit. It crashes a lot. It crashes a lot, but aside from that, it seems like a pretty badass game. It seems pretty legit. Kind of a high-tech successor, I guess. So what do these guys do in here? Oh, please tell me he's got the Rat-a-tat. If he's got a Rat-a-tat, yes! That's actually the next thing that I was looking to upgrade from. So the Rat-a-tat is a really, really effective weapon. Like, if you're looking for something to move up to, with regards to pistol round weaponry. What are these right here? These are Denim Disaster pieces. I'm already rocking Denim Disaster pieces. I'm actually looking pretty good right now. I'm looking pretty good. I'm looking like a South American, I don't know. I'm looking like a South American dictator is what I would say at the moment. I look like I command legions of men, and I look like I do it violently and with very, very little remorse for any of the things that I do. Because I live in one of those big tacky houses on the hill that has like a hot tub inside the hot tub. The junk dogs don't seem quite as bad, although I'm sort of waiting for the time where I find out junk dog pants give you speed and sneak. Machinist shirt gives you sneak, obliterate, and tinker. Okay. And yes, the description of that item said we are going to rough you up like rough, rough dog. Pun, 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 pun. This whole thing is kind of sad because, like, I already know that my dearest friend, my robot companion, is going to die. It'd be cooler, I think, if you could upgrade the Compandroid. Like, you could upgrade it with armor. You could make it wear gear that you find around. Like, that kind of stuff would really take the edge off and give it a better chance at survivability. We got killed on the 3rd floor of the Bee's place. That's the really horrifying part. We got killed on, like, one of the, like, the principal floors. Like, we barely made it anywhere. And that was with really, really good gear, so I'm kind of concerned. We'll go with the junk dogs instead because the bees seem to be... Oh, I'm frozen. Well, that's not good. Luckily, he melted to death. Luckily, he kind of melted to death running across the shit that was on the floor over here. Junk dog pants. So we actually, yeah, food coma doesn't make us slow anymore. You'd think that being the case, since that's food coma's only function, it wouldn't give us food coma anymore either. A minor request. Hi all, I know we have a strict membership policy for our little bunker here, but I was wondering if we could give a little leeway in special circumstances. As you know, I'm a very proud woman and I don't like to beg, but in this case I have no choice but to throw myself on your mercy. Can we let my cleaner join? In the event of an apocalypse, I don't want to be getting my hands dirty with only limited supplies. Tara, you do bring up an excellent point, and we have the same cleaner, so I know she's good, but what about her family? If we make one exception, it just leads to more. I'm sorry, but this is just the way that it has to be. Brian, you're silly. I don't want her family. I just want her. Rosa. To come and clean our vault, apparently. No. I don't really think I want to go that way either. I think I may have made a wrong turn. These all seem like they're very, very dangerous obstacles to have. Oh good, my companion droid didn't step on that thing. Junk dogs don't seem quite as bad, although I don't know what they do. They definitely don't seem as bad as the bees, because the bees have like sniper rifles and like all kinds of shit, and they hit you for ridiculous damage every single time they, like, no joke! The bees place is terrifying. It's hardcore in there, like every time you get hit it's for like 30 plus damage, and it's like only a matter of time before you go down one like that. Let's see. So when we get closed in this place, I think I'll get pretty bored and stuff, and I really like to be out in nature, but I don't know this area very well. When I bought my place here, I did look at the brochure and I kicked the metaphorical tires and took a look around, but it was more of an impulse buy for me. So what do you guys think? Are there any good walks or coffee shops nearby? Let me know. Thanks, John. That's a run-on sentence right there. This is like half the emails I receive. Like, this is the syntax right here. Although with random capitals in there all over the place. That's the only thing that is missing. Yo, Johnny, my golf club isn't that far from here. If you go a bit stir-crazy and here after the bombs drop, hit me up. It's not far in the car, and the staff are really careful about parking up. I'm not sure what the membership cost will be after Armageddon, so if I'm you Armageddon on the phone right about now? Huh. That last sentence seems a little precarious. I'm not sure what it's getting after. Take that, SOB scum. I will never be sober. You can't make me. You can't make me! Violence in the service of a lack of sobriety! Seems like it would be chilly in here. Like there would be some modicum of shrinkage, for example, that you would kind of have to be concerned about so long as you were down and in. Will you stop hopping around and trying to like punch me in the face? Dragon Ball Z style, you're not Piccolo, so don't even try. Oh, there's a disc joy right there, but I don't have the room to move it. Apparently we have backing music now. This would definitely be one of those times where the copyright system would destroy me if I wasn't part of an elect club that didn't have to deal with that. Okay, an elect club called every YouTuber ever. But, you know, it's best just to get them before they come around the corner and they start doing all that hop and skip. So can I turn this thing off? Like, how do I turn off my radio? Like, what if I don't want the radio on, but I want the extra storage from the fanny pack? Is that part of the joke? They're gonna make me wear it? Just... It doesn't allow me to listen to the radio. It forces me to listen to the radio. God. I'm gonna drop that. We actually don't have that much loot on us. I don't want the junk dog cap either. I don't really want to listen to terrible 80s butt rock either this entire time. 4 on the floor beats and all that kind of stuff. Just, it's not in my bag. I had a phase. I had an 80s butt rock phase. I can admit it because I'm a grown man now, and frankly, I don't care what people think about me anymore. As one of the most freeing things about, like, getting older is you slowly just stop giving a shit. It's pretty sweet. I mean, you're still kind of limited by, like, you care what the opposite sex thinks about you, but give it, like, another 20 years, and I think I'll have that ironed out, too, to where I'll just be like, you know. I'm old, I smell like old man, and nobody's interested in me anymore. And I'm okay with that. I've had my time. I've spread the wild oats, as though I had a butter knife with me. And now, upon coming to my old age, I am satisfied with my exploits. I feel like my rabble-rousing and general ability to get into trouble when I was younger, definitely pretty well accomplished in that regard. However, that time is behind me. Weed whacker guy outside the window, so, you know, if you wanted to know what gardening sounds like, there it is. He was by the window a second ago. Now you can't hear, but he walked by the window with the weed whacker. I finally got I've been wearing V-Mode Crossfaser, my favorite headphones ever. And I've been wearing them, but they hurt my ears, and so I ordered the XL Cup things. And they got here. And I can definitely say, did he just say die bitch in Japanese? I kind of want to learn to say that. I mean, I don't really see any point in learning any language aside from the swearing. Like, frankly, I could do without English, too. Just to show you that I'm an equal opportunity offender right there is like, if you just know that, oh, he's got a belly baker. I want the belly baker. I lost my belly baker. My belly baker is gone. Since my belly baker left me, I found a new place to dwell. Oh, did I accidentally unequip that? Fine, I'm gonna have to listen to bad music so that I can get my belly baker back. It's important to me, everyone. It's important to me. Yeah, the general rule that I would give you is don't fight the bees at this point because the junk dogs don't seem to be that much worse. The bees, however, are terrible and difficult to deal with. Got any booby traps around here? Just some buckshot. Ain't nothing on that side. Let's take a look at the computador. Holy crap, guys. I was just watching TV today, and we've got to stop a war from happening. Apparently, in the case of a nuclear war, almost everybody on Earth will die. Now, personally, when it comes to almost everyone on Earth, I could take or leave them, but I did a little thinking. People are the people who buy our stuff. If they die, then we'll have less money and less attention. Does anybody have the same agent as Jimmy Carter? We have to move fast on this. God. No worries, Vince. I've got this. Tony's little girl was in that scary Halloween movie Jimmy Carter directed. I'll let him know that the movers and shakers in this town think this nuclear thing could be a bad move. God damn it. Phew, thanks, Barry. That was a close one. I've almost got a new album coming out in a few months, and all of my fans dying would be a major blow to me since my contract with the label is performance-based. By the way, what's up with all the stuff about all these people starving to death? Like, duh. Eat some damn food. It's not rocket science. Jeez, just put it in your mouth and chew. God, it comes from the pantry. Do you not know where to find it? Good Lord. Poor people, am I right? People are moaning in here. Oh. Well, it looks like they'll sort themselves out for me. Oh, he's got a belly baker too. Apparently, it's not as rare as I thought it was. Stay close, Compandroid. Stay close. It's dangerous in here. There's scary things happening. Compandroid, are you out of bullets? You can tell me if you are. I won't be angry, I promise. I'll be moderately disappointed in you in kind of like a fatherly way. I'm like, oh man, my Robo-son is a disappointment, but I still love him. Granted, he's a disappointment, but I still love him. Gotta make concessions here and there. You can't always be happy about the things your kids do. I'm pretty sure my parents were upset about like 90% of the things I did growing up. Like from the age of like 14 on, they would rather just forget that period. Pretend like it never happened. Sorry, Compandroid. I thought you were a bad guy. To be fair, you do look like a lot of the bad things that try to kill me on a daily basis. Are we just not shooting today, Compandroid? Oh, I can heal him. I don't have any scrap metal, though. That could be problematic. Didn't even need to worry about that one. Solved itself for me. Half the time when these guys run through a room, they whack themselves on like whatever random trap they come across, so who cares? Not my problem. Definitely their problem. We've got an unmarked flask over there. I don't want it. I would love to heal my Compandroid, though. That'd be great. So let's be on the lookout for scrap metal. Or anything like scrap metal that might be helpful in making sure our compandroid doesn't die horribly. It looks like he's not affected by... There's a side slung. I'll take a side slung. What is this? White Russian. Firing guns gives you a short burst of speed. Sounds pretty cool, but since you can only drink one of these each time you come down into the dungeon, I like to make them last, you know? Yeah, I would definitely recommend shooting him. Thank you, robot. Thank you for doing your job in a satisfactory fashion. For adhering to your programming like I had hoped you would. Clap 17 with 14 bullets right there, which is probably good because we're running out. I could use a better supply. That's another one where they want to have their maid come live inside of here. I don't see any landmines or anything around. What does this have to say? It's just Brad or whatever his name is coming to yet another brilliant realization that if everybody dies, he's going with them. Alright, so let's see what we got here. We got the Sadist Sangria, 25. Okay, so when you lose health, you deal more damage. Enemies always drop weapons with full magazines. That'd be great if I could actually unload their guns, but no. Putting the pain back in champagne, blocking a melee attack gives you a small window to strike back with a guaranteed critical. The Rogue Rum, dealing a sneak attack, does 50% more damage. I don't really like either of these, or any of them. There's a big selection right there, and I don't like any of them. So we're going to keep going down into the dungeon. We're going to see what we can find down in here. I think we've got a pretty strong chance of coming out of this one sterling. It's just that it's... I'm not going to... It takes you however long to get down in here. And I feel like if you waste it on, like, a bad mixer or whatever, it's just you're wasting your own time. Kalashnikova. God, I love you, Kalashnikova. You are my friend. And I will use you to murder people who are not my friends. Welcome to the way the apocalypse works. Hooray. Oh, it takes one. Ah, so it's like a... Okay, gotcha. That works fine, actually. If I can keep this guy up and running, I'm totally happy with it. Doesn't bother me for a moment. He does decent damage. I mean, it's not that bad. I still think that maybe might have been a bad choice compared to some of the other, like, cosmetic stuff I could have picked. But he's doing okay, I guess. He's doing alright. Like, I don't think he's responsible for, like, a massive number of kills, but... Wow, I just wasted so many bullets. Yeah, go ahead and get him for me, Compandroid. I believe in you. Armor, sneak, and hit. If I could get a little bit more scrap metal, I could heal old Scrappy over here back up to better health. Let's see, kitchen knife. The tripping hazard looks like it's good. Big muscles. If you want to be a big macho man, movie man like me, practice hard and work out every day. A strict regimen and focused discipline is the key to gaining supreme strength. Or just drink this. So we got swole. Although, I would assume that we already had access to that recipe based on our chemistry set. But what do I know about anything? Ow. I feel like he was snuggling me to death right there. Like he just got like right up in my face and was just like, I never want to lose you. His nose up against my neck, breathing softly, making the hairs stand up. I perspire nervously. I've never been here before in a place like this with a man like you. That got weird really fast, didn't it? I think I've got a talent for writing, you know, junk smut fiction. Like, you know what I'm talking about when you go down that one aisle, like in the supermarket, where they got like the books that all have like half-naked men on them. And then there's always like 45-year-old housewives just sitting there just like perusing and breathing heavily. I think I could do that. That job doesn't seem that hard to me. My book could probably turn out like Mr. Garrison's, but at the end of the day, we're out of time right now. My name is Splattercat. This is Wasted. See y'all tomorrow.